Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 7th of January 2025. So stocks shrug off Trump tariff headlines, roulette, and Bitcoin jumps as dollar dumps. And more about the tariffs. US stocks finished mixed with markets choppy after reports suggested less aggressive tariffs, which Trump later refuted. We'll come back to this when we look at yesterday's trades. But yesterday also we saw this will bring it up. We saw the German prelim CPI that was a touch higher, 0.4, forecast at 0.3 as well. Economic news for today, we've got construction PMI for the UK. That will be an interesting one. They're forecasting a drop. I should think that's going to be more than correct after Reeves's budget. And then over to the Eurozone for flash CPI. Again, that's forecast to be slightly higher for the estimates, and then over to the US. Oh no, Canada. We've got Canada there. I must have left that one in when I was getting the choices. Forget that one. But services PMI and JOLTS job opening is also out for today. So let's have a look at the markets for yesterday. As the headlines state, they were certainly choppy, but that's to be expected first day back. But there was a good rally, and I'll show you the reason behind that when we get to it. Okay, let's kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow 30, we can see that we moved higher, but the problem is we ran into some selling and the market then moved lower. We just go from this high over here down to this low. You'll see the market stopping at the 78% retracement there. Let me just make this bigger so you can actually see it. So there you've got 78% retracement market stopping there. Let's have a look at the 30-minute chart. That 78 ties in with this high, and then we see the selling come in there. But in the morning, the market moving higher, and again, it was on news of the Trump tariffs. So if we just go back to the headlines there, this is where the news, I found the news for this yesterday, 11:03 a.m., 6th of Jan. Trump aides are exploring tariff plans that wouldn't be applied to every nation but only over critical imports. And that's why you saw the markets move higher in the morning just after 11 a.m. And then this was all discounted by Trump, and the market ended up coming all the way back down to the DP and the 200 MA, and that's where it's currently overnight. But it is above yesterday's low at the moment. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, this also taking off with that news. Came out of nowhere. Market above 62% retracement and sitting at the 20-bar moving average in the daily chart. In the 30-minute chart, there's the lift off. And then, of course, we get down to before the US opens, and it gives it all back, and then it rallies with the Dow and the S&P cash. And then found a bit more strength as well. Back to the DP, nowhere near yesterday's low for the DAX at the moment. So the high is certainly within the gun sights to move markets or the price of the DAX higher during today. In the S&P 500, also moving higher there. Again, if we take the fib retracement from that pink line there down to the green line here, you'll see the market stopping within 78.89, but above the 20 bar, 50 EMA and the 5 there at the moment. So price is holding. Needs to stay above this if they are to move higher. And then yesterday again, you can see how prices were pumped up with that rumour, and then coming back when Trump denies it. Market sideways below the DP for the S&P, but still above yesterday's low at the moment. In the FT 100, similar thing. Market moved higher, then was pumped back to the downside. And there you can see that very choppy yesterday as the market then sold off for the final time. You got the sort of the letter M there. Market are now sideways and at yesterday's low. Needs to find support at that 200 MA. If it breaks this, then you can expect the market to move lower. And that's the FT 100. Let's have a look at the US dollar. US dollar down sharply yesterday and down again overnight. So let's see what impact this has had on the metals. So yesterday silver was allowed to move higher. Well, it certainly was until 130, which again we'll look at in just a second. We traded up to the 200 MA, 50 EMA, markets found resistance there, but prices are starting to move a bit overnight. Like I say, I'm not expecting a lot from silver or gold this year unless there's something catastrophic. And you can see there that we moved up nicely. 130 slam. That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a spreadsheet today, and I'm going to track how many times they actually, between the hours of 130 and 230, that they slam the price of metals, and see if we can graph it so we get again a sort of a visual of the manipulation of the price when they have this London fix. Gold again also down, but back up overnight. This too was slammed at the 130 fix. They're just absolute so-and-so. So I'm going to be polite. I would like to use more extravagant language, but I won't. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's blatant, absolutely blatant. You can see here also that given the overnight and from the high with the red line down to this green line, you'll see the market stopped at 89% at the moment, so it needs to pull back a bit as long as it stays above the 200 MA, and then it can move up towards yesterday's high there. So this favouring the gold-silver ratio, we're still moving down there back to 87. It's got a long way to go down back to 83, which would mean that the underlying market's got to move to around $33, $34 per ounce. But we'll just have to wait and see if that's possible this year or not. Okay, let's have a look at yesterday's trades. And yesterday morning, the market selling off initially down towards the DP, finding support, then back above the 200 MA and the 20 and the 5. And then let's see how the market unfolded. It was sideways to begin with. This order was filled, didn't quite get to the scalp or the psychological level. So prices then making their way back, as you'll see in just a moment. So there we get a potential sell signal. Market then moves lower, stopping out the long, and we'll just bring that back a bit. So it moved down, went through the scalp, went to the DP, and as it started to come back above the DP, as you just saw there, trade taken out, and the market finding support. And then we go into another potential long trade, which is filled there, and then again, taking the profits as the market came back below the 5 MA. Not a lot there at all. And then prices putting in another short. Takes a moment or two. Sorry, the first one isn't filled because we get 3 bars that follow to fill it, which it doesn't. And then we get another one which is filled. And then the market trades sideways, comes back up towards the stop, as you can see in this bar, and then moves lower through the 200 MA. And then what I decided to do, big mistake this was, sometimes I haven't got all brain cells on active duty, because we've got the buying coming in there, and I should have taken the profits there with 33 points, and as you'll see I didn't. I left the stop at break even, and then it came back, just took it out, and then prices sideways there. And then we get to the rumours of the Trump tariff. That's what this activity was here. And then prices just taking off there. Shame they didn't release that a bit earlier. It would have been a nice trade. And then we head into the mid-morning, where we saw all the markets pulling back before the Dow opened, or the US markets opening. It's not just the Dow, of course. And then there's the sell-off there again. You can see the green inside of the red bars there, indicating there's some buying around. And then prices move up. And unfortunately, I wasn't at the desk. I had meeting, unfortunately, with solicitors, and then prices moving to the upside there and continuing. So a nice move off this one. It's around about 40 points plus there before prices pull back to the R2, and then as you see, they continue moving higher into the close of the DAX, or the last half an hour of the DAX there. And let's have a quick look at overnight, see what the DAX is doing. And there you can see at the moment, let's just squeeze the chart a little bit, see where we are with yesterday's highs and lows. So we're a long way off the low, and we're still 100 points plus to the high as well. So any man's guess which way it's going to go. But downside is 200 points down to yesterday's low. There might have to be something quite catastrophic for that, but you can see there at the moment the market is sideways, just trading below the 200 MA and the close. It's 6:45 in the morning, so 15 minutes away from the futures opening, which may bring the market back. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see if Trump or the rumour mill's got any more surprises for today to try and keep these markets pumped up, but they're certainly struggling at the moment for sure. Okay, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.